Thank you all for taking the time to participate in our study tonight. My name is Ted Eberly, and today I'll be moderating the focus group. The purpose of this research is to better understand students' general attitudes towards smartphones. I want to inform you that this session is being videotaped so that we can more easily produce a written transcript of the discussion. Everything you say here will be kept confidential. We will not identify you by name in the transcript of the meeting or in our research reports. Before we start the discussion, I'd like to lay down a couple of ground rules. First, it is important that we hear from everyone. I'd like to ask you that you try to be aware of how much you're talking and make sure that you're giving others a chance to talk also. I may at times suggest that we move on to someone else so that we are using our time efficiently. Second, to make sure that we can hear what is being said, please refrain from side conversations with your neighbors. Most importantly, please tell us whatever it is that you are thinking. We are not looking for any particular answers. We're here to hear what you have to say. Everyone in this group is an expert on this topic. It's okay to repeat what others have already said if that's what you think, and it's okay to have a completely different response. Before we dive into the questions, could we please go around the room and briefly introduce ourselves? Tell me where you're from, what year in school you are, what your major is, and if you have a smartphone, what kind.
I'm a senior. I'm studying accounting and finance. I'm from Racine, Wisconsin, and I have an iPhone 6.
Grad school here, finance, from northwest suburb of Chicago, and I have an iPhone. I think it's 6.
I am a senior exercise physiology major from Palos Park, Illinois, and I have an iPhone 4S.
What is your name?
I am from Waukesha, Wisconsin. I'm a sophomore studying finance and economics, and I have an iPhone 6S.
I'm from the suburbs of Chicago, and I have an iPhone 5. I'm advertising. I'm a senior, and I have an iPhone 5.
I'm a senior studying broadcasting and electronic communication. I'm from New York City, and I have an iPhone 5.
Alright, so just to get you guys thinking about smartphones, if you could all list off a couple of attributes that you associate with your smartphone. This could be anything from product features to general feelings about your smartphone. We don't have to go in any certain order, just whenever something comes to your mind, let us know.
Battery life.
Camera.
Apps.
The size of the screen.
Accessibility to the internet.
I agree with that.
Connectivity with others.
The touch screen.
Snapchatting selfies with your pals.
Constant communication.
Any other feelings?
Emails.
Attachment to my cell phone.
Calling.
Size of iPhone.
Brand loyalty.
Alright, that's pretty good. So then now, thinking about that, if you guys could tell me the best and worst thing about your smartphone.
Well, I have the 4S, so the battery life is terrible. But I like that I can still use it. It still functions even though it's 4 years old.
I have an iPhone, and this is my third one because they break easily.
The worst part is battery life, but then the best part is the easy use of the iPhone.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's really user-friendly, but as I've had it for a couple of years, the battery just doesn't work. Or it's just the life is just a lot less. And storage space. Too many pictures.
Too many selfies.
Okay, so you guys mentioned some of the things that you like best about your phone. Can you elaborate a little bit more? Why is that the best thing that comes to your mind when you think about your smartphone? What sets that apart from other features that it may have?
I think like the connectability to everything else. If you have Mac products, everything works really well together. And then I appreciate that I can text from my laptop or I can text from my phone or anything in the cloud. So that's really a good attribute of the iPhone, an Apple product.
Yeah, I agree. Like, if I have my iPad, I can, like, text off of that, or, like, things sync up nicely.
Well, I'm an important person, and time's precious, so, you know, having the ease of use of an iPhone, just being able to jump between things and get a lot of things accomplished on my phone is very important to me.
Alright, so, and then you guys mentioned the worst thing about your phone too. A lot of you said battery life. Why is that so important to you? Why does it stick out as being the worst part?
Because I never have a charger with me.
Like you're just constantly using your phone, you know, like in class, if like you have to look something up or bored.
Because if you rely on it for like communication, it's not going to be useful if it's dead.
Or even when driving too. I've had it die on me when I'm trying to travel somewhere that I don't know where I'm going.
Shouldn't use it while you're driving. Just saying.
I have Siri talk to me.
Yeah, mine's died before, and I've just, like, stopped wherever I am and, like, bought a phone charger if I don't have one in the car with me. Just 'cause, like, I can't be out and it'd be dead.
Yeah, like limits where I want to go if I don't have like my portable charger with me.
Alright, good, good. Moving on, what do you use your phone for most often?
Social media.
Snapchat.
I feel like just texting, like talking to people.
Use it for, like, calling, texting, emails.
I actually say music when I think about it.
Retrieving information.
I'd agree with social media.
Are there any apps in particular?
Spotify. Twitter.
Snapchat.
Facebook.
Messaging.
Tinder.
I feel like banking websites too. I'm always using online
Yeah.
banking with my phone.
For, like,
Or
budgeting
moving
and stuff.
money.
Venmo.
Lyft.
Uber. Yeah.
Uber.
Alright, if you could choose then a product feature that you think you would use a lot but your phone currently does not have, can you guys think of anything like that?
I like to be more durable, like whether it be waterproof or shockproof. If that's if you want it to be like a software feature.
No, that's good. Something that you use maybe, like another piece of technology that maybe you wish was on your phone.
Are you just looking for
Oh.
anything? Or can it be improvement as well?
It could be an improvement.
Siri understanding what I say. Half the time she doesn't get what I say.
Like having like a USB on your phone, you know, so then you can connect it to other things. Or like connect your laptop to it.
Alright, good. Now, any applications or features that you have on your phone that you rarely use?
Solitaire.
Game Center.
Shopping apps.
There's like a Find Me app that's required, and I think it's a little stalkerish.
The Apple Watch one that came out the other day. If you don't have one, there's no point of it.
The newsstand.
Yeah.
The wallet.
The wallet.
Okay,
Yeah,
no.
Apple Wallet.
iBooks. We need to do.
There's a compass. I'm kind of indifferent about that one. And tips. That's the other one.
Alright, okay. Now moving more along the lines of what kind of brand you guys use. I think we're all Apple users here. When you were selecting your phone, what did you look for and what influenced you to buy your kind of phone?
I think a lot of people that easy user interface, so it's easy to everyone can comprehend it.
Mine's entire family's at iPhones. I was an Android. My mom said she'd buy my new phone if I got an iPhone, so decided it.
I never look. I just buy the new iPhone. Just because it's Apple.
It's too complicated to like transfer contacts and stuff, and then figuring out how to use all the settings on a brand new phone. Why don't you just like upgrade to the next one?
Yeah, I agree. Like familiarity is a big factor for me.
I said connectability to my other Apple products, but then international travel with iMessaging, if you're on Wi-Fi, I think that's what sets Apple a lot apart.
Did the carrier matter at all when you made this decision?
Mine came with like a 2-year upgrade, so I guess it's like carrier.
I don't pay my phone.
Yeah, we just AT&T.
Whatever my parents
Yeah, whatever my parents.
Yeah.
Family package.
Yeah.
Alright then, what competitors come to mind then when you think of the smartphone industry?
Android.
I think I saw a new LG phone commercial.
Yeah.
I think like HTC or something.
Nokia. BlackBerry.
And then what makes you guys think less of those competitors? What don't you think they bring to the table that maybe the iPhone has?
The connectivity, like the ecosystem that Apple has between all their products.
The salesmanship of their product. You know, they explain the why, not the what. Like why you should buy iPhone instead of what iPhone is.
I don't think I like look at them like less. I just like it's just not an option because like I'm happy with what my the product I have. So like I wouldn't change.
I switched from an Android, and the Android's just so much harder to work. Like there's just things I don't understand. The iPhone's just very easy to use.
I agree with that.
And everyone has an iPhone, so it's just easy to find a charger if you need one, easy to sync up to anything.
I've always had an iPhone, so it's always worked.
Is there something you think that these competitors could offer that would maybe make you change your decision?
I think like the only thing that I like from like those other phones is that most of them have better cameras than the iPhone does. That would be the only reason why I'd want to switch. But
Or is it because you're older?
I had a 5, and still like just noticing like picture quality. Like when you take a picture with the flash and it looks like clouded in the background, whereas like you take it on like a Android or whatever, and the picture's just better. And it's just like because digital cameras are just phasing out, so phones have to pick up the gap.
I guess maybe sometimes also with like other Androids and stuff, they're Google and Microsoft compatible compared to like the iPhone. Sometimes I can't open a Word document, and I know Androids can because they're Microsoft. So I think that's pretty convenient. If I just in case I have to like send it or receive and reread something from like Word or Excel or something like that. So I think that's pretty convenient for them, and like, that's a selling point.
Do you guys perceive any difference in advertising, Apple versus the competitors?
Samsung's got the best commercials out there. They don't sell. So I guess they're not the best, but I enjoy them.
I just like that Apple is just so simplistic. Their commercials.
I feel like Samsung always is trying to like say why they're better than the iPhone, and the iPhone just like sets precedence in commercials, and then it's like the rebuttal of the other competitors. Like the iPhone doesn't do this or that, versus their own marketing strategies.
Apple kind of makes you like part of your lifestyle, so like you see someone with like an Apple product, like just like they're like, oh, you're part of that lifestyle. The Apple lifestyle. Whatever that is.
Like,
you see like with like the people when you wake up and like you're waking up in like Tokyo with your iPhone, it's like like that's the lifestyle I want, but I wake up in Strauss Hall.
And Apple's always like iPhone, whereas other companies they have like different names for all their phones. So I think it's like just the simplicity of
Okay, but then when you think of problems that you have with your iPhones, what comes to your mind? What difficulties?
Chargers break all the time.
My screen breaks. I'm on my 4th iPhone in 6 months.
Shit, that's not you.
They've replaced it all every time, so it's not me.
I've like never broken my iPhone.
Yeah, never.
I drop it all the time.
I just find it inconvenient for when you have Find My iPhone that it won't beep if you're not on data. So that's why I lost mine in a foreign country. And I could never retrieve it.
I'll do it.
Yeah. So going.
Any day-to-day problems? You know, where you guys have talked a lot about like durability, maybe something that you don't like that you
Battery
do.
life slows down.
With like me having the 4S with all the updates, they're not compatible with this old of a phone. I get like shut out of apps constantly while I'm using them. Like I can't use Snapchat on my phone. I take Snapchat on my iPad.
It's buggy sometimes, like you're just like doing things and it just becomes buggy and like the phone freezes up.
Yeah. I mean, I have the 5, so it's been through a lot, like water, and I've dropped it a couple times, so sometimes I'll just like I'm trying to make a call, I'm trying to like put the number dial, it'll like black screen out, so I have to like click the home button and like to get it back, it'll shut me out, but like I think it's just due to like being old and been through a lot, but it does annoy me sometimes.
All the software updates, there's always an update, and then if there's they patch up the updates after right away, so it can be like wrong for a couple days and they'll send a new update out.
I don't have enough storage to update it. So.
Yeah, they only have like a 16 gig and a 64. Like I wish they had like a 32, like a happy medium.
Yeah.
They used to.
Online for new ones.
Okay, now if I could get your guys' just relative importance on the following factors of your phones during your phone purchase. You guys have talked a lot about these factors so far already, and this can be more rapid fire. So, like, how important is battery life?
1 to 10.
We'll say scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not very important, 10 being very important.
6.
4.
8.
7.
8. Battery life?
Yeah.
10. I want that thing to live.
8.
All right, camera.
1.
6.
9.
6.
2.
6 or 7.
2.
All right, general style, appearance of the phone.
8.
1.
5.
5.
3.
6.
6.
Popularity.
5.
Like, of the phone?
Yep.
4. 5.
4.
5. 3.
4.
Company structure, company reputation, ethical responsibilities.
2.
0.
3.
Well, based on just Apple, I'd say 10, but I think I want like 3, 2. So I don't know which one is it. Is it the company or like
Like, how important is it to you?
the company?
Yeah.
Oh, then like 10.
4. 9.
5.
Compatibility.
10.
7.
8.
8.
9. 10.
8.
Ease of use.
9.
8.
9.
9.
10. 8.
5.
Is personalizability. Oh, that's definitely not a word. Custom.
We got
Customability.
Is that a word? Right?
Customization.
That's a word.
Customization.
6.
Yeah, there's not much that one, so 4.
5.
4.
3. 4.
5.
And then physical size of the phone.
2.
5.
6.
7.
4. 7. I probably wouldn't get the bigger iPhone. like
The tablet.
the like iPad
6
mini that you
Plus.
pull up to your ear.
Yeah, the 6 Plus.
Yeah, it's YouTube.
I'd say 4.
All right. Now, are there any areas in which you find your phone to be a hindrance rather than a tool?
I think because I have the 4, with the software updates, it's not really compatible. So a lot of like the apps just shut me out. Or even when I'm like receiving text, it takes like 5 minutes for me to receive it, whereas I'll get it on my iPad immediately.
The cloud scares me. I don't trust it, like with all my Big Brother, all my photos up there, like someone could steal them and could be stalking me. It's a little worrisome. I mean, it's not like I don't worry about it all the time. Just like sometimes think about it like.
I just always fact that feel the need to have my phone with me. It's kind of the only hindrance.
I would say like a hindrance would be like if you're spending time with somebody. I try to always like if I'm eating dinner with people, like I never have my phone out, but like I'll notice that some of my friends will be like on their phone or something, and I just think you like lose that like moment when you're like always on your phone.
All right. So you guys talked a lot about like this attachment issue that you have maybe to your phones. Can you think of any solutions, any changes to the phone that would maybe prevent this?
I just turn it off when I'm at work or something.
I think it's more of a society thing than the cell phone itself.
It's not like a change thing, but like I know the iPhones have like the sleep mode, so if I'm like out with friends, I'll put it on like the sleep mode so I don't get distracted by it. So.
Do not disturb or whatever.
Yeah, I do that at night. So.
Or in class.
I think it's hard when technology is moving forward to disconnect, because everything's at your fingertips now. It's like it'd be devolving in a way in society, which isn't a bad thing.
Okay, great. Any accessories that you guys currently use with your phone?
Case.
OtterBox.
The case and screen protector.
Just like a case.
Nothing.
Running armband.
Headphones, I guess.
What are we asking here?
Skip it to the next one.
In what situations is it more convenient to use another tool, another piece of technology, than your phone?
Writing a paper.
Like just like being on Safari, like I'd rather be on my iPad than this.
Yeah, like doing extensive research, I guess. Like I just feel like need a bigger screen, like a laptop, and then like I can easily move from folder to folder, so like clicking out of one and then into another one.
Like watching videos.
I like texting from my laptop better because I have a full keyboard.
Do you guys find yourself, when you have the opportunity, using multiple pieces of technology at once?
Can you say that one more time, sorry?
When you have the opportunity to, let's say, watch TV and use your phone, use your smartphone at the same time, do you find yourself doing that often, using multiple pieces of technology interchangeably?
Yeah.
Yeah, like watch TV, get your computer, have your phone next to you.
Sometimes I'll notice that I'll have Facebook on my computer, but then I'll pick up my phone and go on Facebook on my phone when it's like right in front of me.
Yeah, sometimes like I'll have a prompt. If I have a prompt for paper, I'll put it on my iPad and then write it on my computer. That way I can just keep looking at the prompt so I know what I'm writing about and just write it on my computer.
Yeah, so then you're not like switching
Yeah.
tabs or switching displays.
So then I just look over and know what I'm writing about, or like what the next question is, and then just type it on my computer or phone, whichever I have.
Then all your apps you can't use on your computer or so many other devices like Snapchat on your laptop. Right.
One day.
Be great.
All right, so I think this will conclude our session. I'd like to thank all of you for showing up again tonight and expressing your concerns and your opinions. We really appreciate that. If you have any questions, please contact us later. Thanks again.
Later.